Wyntr here, and we are on the TimeShot server. It's Q&A Friday, which means Poet's here.
Hi.
And we're going to answer some more questions that you guys have submitted.
Are you guys finally FNUS?
They're FNUS.
Are you finally FNUS?
They're FNUS.
You've all left questions like I've asked.
Yes, just because you asked, they left questions.
And if you didn't ask a question, then you're not a FNUS.
So the first question we have is from Spinosaurus 3 Plays. What was your favorite part of Jurassic World?
Ooh. Hashtag spoilers.
I think we actually talked about this last episode.
Kind of did, but I think it was both of us was the nostalgia.
Yeah, like for me, it was
not one specific part maybe, but like the nostalgia of it.
I think for me, seriously though, my favorite part was when they found the old building and that music started playing slowly in the background, and you were just like,
that was definitely one of the most nostalgic moments. So definitely that part was a good one. Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah,
Blue was cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see here. Gareth Lady has some pretty personal questions.
Okay.
She says, I know it's somewhat early in the relationship, but do you see either of you yourselves moving to the other person's home?
I'm here.
You haven't moved here.
No,
though.
I haven't moved here.
He's just visiting.
I'll be honest, we have looked into it.
Yeah, and it's a very complicated
It's complicated
process.
no matter how you swing it. I mean, especially when there's children involved, it's more likely that I'll be moving here. if it was ever a thing, let's keep this all hypothetical for now.
Yeah.
But I would be moving here. Unfortunately, for me to move here, there's like very, very few options. Either I have to break down and get a job, invest $500,000, and I'm not kidding you, it's that much. Or, actually, there is kind of a subset to that. I could open up a restaurant, hire 2 people, invest $100,000. You know, that's...
Really?
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. I don't know where I'm going.
But you always wonder, like, why so many foreign people open up restaurants. Like, it's a valid way of getting into the country.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Like, you need to... It actually says that you need to hire 2 people. I don't know why 2 is the number. Like, what?
So just open this hole-in-the-wall restaurant, hire 2 people to work, and you're in.
It's... Exactly.
Well, that explains why we have so many foreigners, like, run restaurants.
That's right. I think so.
That's crazy.
But I would be... Like, what can I open? A poutineery?
You could. There's only a couple places around here that sell poutine.
Yeah.
Probably the wrong kind.
You're right. And, of course, the third one is marriage.
Yeah.
It's a little early, people.
Yeah, a little.
But yeah, we've definitely talked about how we would move to each other's respective countries. I've always wanted to move out west, whether it's in the United States or in Canada, so, you know, for the future.
I wouldn't mind moving to Canada, but I can't.
Right.
As it is, I'll probably just visit. Okay, so that's a good question, actually. Dino Dude Triz says, why is Poet always a butt?
I'm not.
You are a butt.
I am not.
But you're the best kind.
Give me one example. Otherwise, I don't believe you.
You said that they're not FNAs if they don't leave questions.
But that's true.
No, it isn't true. It's not true. Poet's a butt because he's Poet, and that's just how he is.
Yeah, what did you say before we started recording? I'm very full of it today?
He's very full of it today. What did you say? What made me say that? I can't remember. I said something.
I've just been trolling all
He has been, too. It's
talking about how I needed a Cookie Monster Snuggie because I want an excuse to say obnoxious things when I eat food. These are the kinds of things I say.
This is it's a very Poet thing.
Yeah, it's a very Poet day.
It's a very Poet day.
Yeah.
So if you and Poet... Skyback says, so if you and Poet got married, who would move where? Seems to be like a common question here.
Jeez. Well, again, I think it's because of the kids. You know, you physically can't move Canada. Yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yet.
When the kids are all grown up, then the sky's the limit. We can move anywhere.
Right? You can move to Egypt if we really wanted to.
Don't really want to.
No, I don't either.
I'll be honest, but I don't know. Maybe as we
Korea.
explore the world more, you know.
Yeah.
I do want to visit a place like Korea.
I did like London.
Yeah, London was nice. I liked their weather, surprisingly.
I liked the no bugs.
Me too. And the thing I loved about London was the tube, the walkability.
I do. I like that I walked more. That people don't drive as much.
Yeah.
I think it's healthier.
So we could end up in a place like that. You never know.
You never know.
Be careful, London. We're coming for you.
So, premium gaming says, how do you apply for TimeShot because it's a private server? That's a good question.
How do you win?
You basically message either Poet or myself through YouTube and give us a talk about who you are, what you do, and why you want to join TimeShot.
Yeah, but I gotta asterisk that.
Okay, asterisk.
I mean, I've already said so many times that essentially if you're ready to join TimeShot, you don't need to apply.
True.
Like, the people who generally apply are friends of ours, or people we've already collaborated with, or people who have been somewhat referred by someone else who's already on the server. Like, these aren't... Nobody on the server has ever applied and was a complete stranger to us.
Yeah, we've at least recorded once with them.
Right. Or they're being highly referred by someone who's already on the server, right? So, with that said, we don't get all that many applications.
Barely.
But we often wouldn't reply to them either. So if you don't get a reply, don't feel too bad. We're just not interested. It sounds harsh, but that's how it is. We literally can't accept every single person who applies.
No.
And at the very least, we're gonna, if someone applies, it had better be a friend of ours.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so Belilu Maddie asks, I don't know if this has already been answered. How long did you know Minecraft, and when did you start to play it also as PC or PE? Oh, okay. Well, when I first started playing Minecraft was back in 1.25, and that was because it was Beth's birthday and she wanted Minecraft for her birthday, and I researched it and I really liked it and I wanted to play it, so I bought it for myself first, and then she was like, are you playing Yes.
So for me, it was, I forget which alpha version it was, but one of the earlier ones before, I think it was like alpha 172 or 173. I forget which number it was. 172 or 173 alpha. And the way I got started was my brother was playing it. I actually was, we were living together at the time. He was still at home. I was still at home. He was playing it. And I walked into the living room after hearing these noises of Minecraft and saw him playing it. And I had heard about Minecraft before then, though. Like, if I had played it when I first heard about it, I could have been one of the earliest pioneers of Minecraft, you know? But I heard of it, and I kind of scoffed at it and mocked it quite a bit. Which is hilarious, considering it's, like, what I do every single day now. But once I saw my brother playing it, like, that's all it took, was seeing him play it. And then I was hooked. I think I downloaded it that night. And it's funny because now that's kind of what we do for people. We show people the game, and often people have bought it because of us.
I still remember my first day playing Minecraft too. I remember that I was in a dirt hut or dirt hole in the ground, and all the scary things were out, and my heart was pounding. It actually scared me.
I remember one of the very first things I ever built. It was in I guess it was a taiga biome or something. And I built a massive 2-story dirt monstrosity. And I remember I didn't know that you could hold shift to, like, hang off a block. So, I mean, try to place blocks in any kind of way in the middle of the air while not holding shift is one of the hardest things you could do. And I built an entire huge dirt monstrosity that way. It was the first thing I built.
I'm fishing.
Okay. Next question.
Next question. Palpack09 asks, if you had a time machine, where in the past would you want to go? I can't. I don't even know where I would want to go.
That's a loaded question.
One place.
No, it's a loaded question because can I come back into the future?
Well, if you have a time machine, you probably can.
I don't know. Is it a DeLorean? And then when I go into the past, suddenly I don't have enough gigawatts to get back?
Gigawatts.
Gigawatts. He called it gigawatts.
Really?
Yes. But if I were to go somewhere in the past, it doesn't really matter where. I would want there to be some kind of a currency that I could then bury into the ground in one spot that only I would know. Or, even better yet, have the foresight to put it in a bank with interest in my name.
So you're saying that if you could go back in time, instead of going to see anything historical, you would basically want to try to make money from it.
Totally. I would totally... You remember that episode of Futurama where Fry found that he had a bank account with millions of dollars in it?
Yes.
And he made an entire room out of the 90s? I want an entire room out of the 90s. That is my dream.
I think, honestly, I don't know. I would almost want to go back to medieval times. I know it was terrible and it was gross and dirty then, but the squid are like...
Got a squid.
The squid are trying to, like,
They're encroaching on your fishing territory.
They are. I'd still want to go back and just sort of, like, I'd try to pass myself off as nobility because I wouldn't want to be a peasant, but...
No. Don't you need some kind of, like, a decree of nobility or something? Like a lineage?
Yeah, but I'm sure, like, it's not like I have the internet to research it. I could come from some foreign country and...
Yeah, that's true.
So I'd probably, like, check it out, but I'd definitely come back because,
You would probably be burned at the stake for your lingo alone.
Probably.
If I could say the word lingo. I just thought, though, it would kind of end up, for me, being like an episode of Hot Tub Time Machine where they all go back and they start inventing music. Suddenly I'm Michael Jackson.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I came up with the lyrics to Beat It, didn't you know?
You would patent all that crap.
Right. I would patent everything. Move over, Bill Gates. I invented Microsoft.
As a follow-up, if you could go back 5 years to meet yourself, what would you say to your 2010 self?
5 years.
5 years.
It's not that long ago.
No, but still, it was 5 years ago.
2010?
What
was I doing in 2010? I was still working in a job that I wasn't that happy with, so I'd probably tell myself to get on YouTube right now because 2010 is a great year for
that was like before people were really like
right.
I would probably tell myself to too.
Totally. Then we could be Skyed as Minecraft,
right? Or Tobuscus,
who they got in really early like that too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we'll be the first PewDiePie.
5 years ago, that's what I'd tell myself.
Okay, Louis Gomez, I can't say your name. What is your favorite Godzilla monster?
You missed a fish.
I know I missed a fish. I was looking over here.
Favorite Godzilla monster?
Mm-hmm.
Mecha.
I don't know Godzilla.
Mecha Godzilla. Mothra.
Mothra's the only one I know.
I guess even King Kong fought Godzilla at one point. And there was that giant turtle guy. What was he called?
I know this, and I can't say it for the life of me.
I don't know. There were a lot, but I'll be honest, I don't think I've sat through a full Godzilla movie.
No, I don't think I have either. Like, I played it in the background while I was doing other things.
I don't know how many of you out there have watched this Godzilla movie. And maybe some of you out there really like them.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I see the hokey animation, or not animation, but
the models,
whatever you call it.
Dude in the suit with the model of the city.
Which is, like, totally Power Rangers. And I love that. But then, like, the movie is so bland up to that point, and it goes on for like an hour where they're like talking about some relationship between two people that has nothing to do with anything, and then like at the end of the movie, Godzilla comes out.
I know, and that's the best part. Like, just fast forward to the ending.
So I haven't watched a full movie probably, except maybe one of the modern ones.
Okay, let me finish getting this fish, and then I'll get the next question. Because every time I look over there, a fish comes up to my pole.
Just look.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
There's
a fish coming.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, so let me see here. Oh, Elvia Mira asked what our real name is. If it's too much of a private question, if you can't answer, then what is your favorite game to play?
My name is Pio Nito.
Obviously, we're not going to tell you our real names. We use these other names for a reason.
Yeah. What is that reason?
My reason is I have kids and I
Yeah.
would not like to be swatted or something like that. I don't want people knowing
Yeah.
my personal information because
Yeah,
it
or
puts my
stalking the
family in,
children
yeah,
and
it
stuff
puts
like
my
that.
family in danger, and that's just
Yeah.
not something I'm going to do.
Yeah. Probably not so much a threat for me, but I don't know. I don't think it matters. I am poet. That is who I am.
You are a poet.
I mean, Wynn calls me poet. Beth calls me poet. Even Lily and Thomas call me poet. So, I mean, that's who I am.
It
That
really
is who I am. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
It's become more of my real name. Probably more people call me that than people who call me my actual name, which is kind of scary.
I feel like that Win is more like my real name. Than...
It's like one of those celebrities who gets like this custom name. Like, I'm not going to say like, I don't know. If you look at, say, Nicolas Cage, that's not his real name. He grew up with a different name. He was born with a different name. His driver's license might still have that other name. I think it was Martin Sheen is known to have on his driver's license. It says Martin Estevez or something like that instead. Like, but he's known as this other name. It's his stage name. That's my stage name, I guess. Anyway,
You're poet.
Yeah.
Long
answer.
What's the favorite game to play?
Favorite game? Board game?
No, just game.
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 Sleep.
Sleep is not a game.
Then you're doing it wrong.
You are so full of it today. Oh my god. Your favorite game that you're playing right now?
Favorite game, like video game?
Yeah.
Lego Jurassic World, I think, is my favorite game that I'm playing right now. I really love it. Totally into it. Can't wait to play it more.
I think my favorite game right now is actually Minecraft. I'm looking forward to get back into the ZooCraft world.
Ooh.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. Brody Colley asks, what kind of TV shows do you guys watch?
We kind of answered that one, didn't we, before?
I don't think
we grew up on TV, we said.
Yeah, we grew up on TV. We didn't say what kind of TV shows.
What TV? Oh, so this is kind of like the secondary. So our first answer was that we grew up on TV. This question is what type of shows?
No, I just think it says what kind of TV shows do we watch now?
K-dramas.
K-dramas.
Like almost exclusively, I think.
I think it's more like I'm watching the K-dramas and you're suffering along with me.
No, I don't think so. I like them. I'm really into them. Like that Coffee Prince one. I really like that one.
I am so into Coffee Prince.
I actually have to say that it's probably the second best one I've seen.
Next to
Jangbo-ri. Still the best.
Jangbo-ri was epic though.
And then third would be the what was it? What's it called even?
What one?
I've forgotten what it's called.
The Secret Garden?
No.
Golden Rainbow?
Right. So anyway,
we haven't even finished Golden Rainbow.
I know, but I still like Coffee Prince better.
Yeah, Coffee Prince is way better.
What kind of shows do I watch? I'm a daytime television junkie.
He really is.
Like,
oh my gosh.
While I'm here, I've been suffering. They don't have cable TV.
We don't watch cable here.
So I can't watch my Morning with Kelly and Michael, and I'm just suffering.
We don't have cable. Nobody watches cable TV here. We have Netflix.
I've been watching Judge Judy on YouTube, for Christ's sake.
Okay. Light Mist says Q&A Friday. Notice me, senpai. That made me laugh. I love it. Okay. Light Mist. Jeremiah Smith. How much did you like the name Walls that I built my creative world? What? I don't understand.
Who said what? How much did you like the name Walls that I built my creative world?
I don't understand the question. I don't get it.
Yes. I don't get it either, but I liked it a lot.
Okay. Egret Stark asks, what do you think about the new TV series like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead? I've watched a little bit of the Game of Thrones. I've read the books. The show made me go, well, I don't feel like watching this.
Tort is on.
It's Tort.
Not, what do we...
Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. I do like The Walking Dead. I like the first 2 seasons. I sort of like lost interest after the second season.
Walking Dead, I watched the full thing, like up to the current episode. I've marathoned it a couple times even.
I need to catch up.
And I don't care for it.
Really?
I'm hesitant to say that because so many people like it a lot. But it's kind of like...
I just feel like
even the people who like it a lot, the more that I talk about it and say that I don't really care for it, then they're kind of like, yeah, you know what? It wasn't really that...
The first couple seasons
I think it's just the
really
hype.
okay.
It's the hype of new episodes and what's going to happen, who's going to do...
And they always got something like dramatic that's going to happen in the next episode. And it's just... I don't know. I'm spoiled on K-drama. K-drama seems to do drama right.
Yeah.
In America, it's just more about shock value.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't really care for like American
It's a different
TV.
equation. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not my favorite show.
It doesn't hook me like K-drama does.
Other new shows,
I watched Arrow for a little bit because I like
Jake really likes Arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah.
I watched like mostly the first season. I like watched a little bit of the Daredevil series. It's on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
It was all right.
No, I wouldn't be into that kind of show anyway.
I used to
The
watch
last
TV
real show, like this is, it makes it sound so old, but the last real series that I got into and watched on American TV was House.
I loved House.
I mean, how long ago was that though?
Yeah, I loved House though. I watched
So I couldn't
that.
even call that modern, but I mean.
But the series I used to get into were like Charmed, or
Yeah.
if you want to go really far back, Buffy.
I liked Psych.
I liked Buffy and I liked Angel because I'm a big Joss Whedon fan.
I liked Psych. I liked
Dollhouse was good.
There's another one that I can't think of the name of, but then it obviously wasn't that impacting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So, Elijah Jackson says, have either one of you had food poisoning? If so, what it was from?
Oh, yes.
I've had food poisoning.
I had food poisoning the first week I was here, I think.
I don't think you had food poisoning.
Trust me, I
What?
was in a lot of discomfort.
Yes, but I ate the same things you ate.
Yeah, but they must, just because we eat at the same restaurant doesn't mean that my dish is going to have
That's right. We did.
the poop in it or something.
Because we got different things.
Yeah. So
The poop. It just hit me that you said that.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's like the number one reason. From somebody who didn't wash their hands or something along the line. But yeah, so I've definitely had it. But there was one time in particular where I went to this Chinese restaurant downtown in Winnipeg, and all three of us, me, my father, and my brother, all three of us, my father, brother, and myself, had food poisoning. Like the second we got home, we were like all over the place, like horrible. We called the restaurant and we're like, we all got food poisoning at your restaurant. Like, what the heck? I don't know what we even expected from that call. Mm-hmm. But then the person on the phone actually had the audacity to laugh and was like, ha ha ha, you ate too much. Thanks.
Really?
Thanks. I'm currently puking my guts out.
Oh my God. I think when I had food poisoning, the most memorable time that I remember was I was getting ready to work at this new factory job. It was like tomorrow was going to be my first day starting there. And I went to McDonald's and I got like some grilled chicken flatbread thing.
Right.
And
quotes chicken.
Yeah, like it was just, and I ate it and I went home and went to bed and I woke up in the middle of the night just, oh my God, I thought I was dying. I thought I had the flu and I was scared because it's like I have to go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's my first day at this job. I'm gonna lose my job my first day. And I went and I was so violently sick and I felt better immediately because that's how you know it's food poisoning.
Yeah.
Once you get it up, you feel the relief.
And that's the worst part of food poisoning. Best part and worst part at the same time. 'Cause food poisoning, it makes you want to hurl up whatever you just ate.
Yeah, but once you get it up, it's like instant relief. You can tell.
This is a gross topic.
I know. And I think it's the only time I was relieved that it was food poisoning and not the flu.
Yeah, it's always nice that it's not the flu because that will last like weeks even.
Yeah. Okay. So Arcalia, I can't. These names. I'm bad with names.
What? I can't even read that from here. I'm blind.
I'm like hitting my mic. Sorry.
Yeah, you are.
What would you rather have, invisibility or the ability to read people's minds? I don't want to be a mind reader.
I sure do.
Yeah, that's what I want. Who cares if you're invisible?
Right?
You can know what somebody's thinking.
Yeah.
And
you don't need to be invisible to get into the locked building because you can just read the security guard's mind and get the code.
Right?
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 That's how you rob the bank, people.
Blue Cloud asks, are we Christians?
You are.
I am Christian.
I'm not.
Nope.
I'm indifferent.
That's okay. I am Christian enough where it doesn't matter to me.
Right? Exactly. And that's the right way to be.
Yeah. I believe that everybody has the right to believe in what they want.
Yep. And I feel the same way.
Yep.
I respect Christians, and there are quite a few of them openly on TimeShot. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I believe that everybody's religion is all based
I
on
love
the same
them. They
thing.
love me. What more is there to say?
Right, exactly. Okay, Ansley Hubbard asks, if you could have lunch with anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be?
What was the question?
If you could have lunch with anybody in the world.
Why lunch?
I don't know.
It's an odd.
Coffee?
It's an odd.
If you
dinner.
could have coffee.
I want to have dinner with someone.
Okay, if you could have dinner with someone. It's a little more intimate, but okay.
Yeah, it is. That's why I want dinner. Donatello.
I adore you.
Wait, does that have to be a real person?
I think it's got to be a real person.
Donatello.
You are my favorite person ever. Oh my god. Okay, who would I pick? I don't know. Like almost it's just
It would have to be, you know who it should be?
Who?
Is like a real world-class chef so that you have a great lunch.
Right? Like somebody, the most amazing chef in the world. I would want them
like
making my lunch.
the biggest food snob in the world who isn't me.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
Emerald Lagasse and me. We're going for lunch.
Power Gem asks, if macaroni pizza were a thing, would you eat one? Actually, macaroni pizza is a thing.
It is, and I've had it too.
Thing.
Have you had it?
I have not had it
I've
because
had
it didn't interest me because pizza should be pizza. And
it tastes remarkably like pizza, so don't worry about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just think it'd be weird to have noodles on a pizza.
You don't even notice it. And to be honest, I've even had something called a poutine pizza, which has like fries on it and stuff. I've had pierogi pizza.
Well, I mean, I like taco pizza.
Taco pizza.
Taco pizza is one
Hamburger
of my favorites.
pizza is another one that a lot of people have.
Buffalo. We had that Firebird pizza. That was amazing.
Firebird pizza with chicken on it and stuff.
Yeah.
You can basically, I think,
put anything on dough.
You can put anything on a pizza dough and call it pizza, and you know what? It'll probably be good with cheese. So, honestly.
Okay, Jennifer Nugan asks, how old do you have to be to join TimeShot? You have to be old enough to have a YouTube account, but we usually like people who are like 18 or older who are out of high school.
Here's the thing again. I'm not going to say the same thing I said before, but if you somehow get past all the rigmarole, to use a quote from my mom, man, I've been chatting I've been chatting with my mom too much today.
Yeah.
She's looking for a house, but anyway, long story short, to get past all that, what I would want to say is we have a voting system on here. And even if you are a friend, and even if you are questioning the age limit and stuff, we are all over the age of 18. In fact, I think most of us now are like getting to the point where we're over the age of 20.
Yeah.
Like there aren't very many of us who are very young. Even Jake, we pick on him all the time, but he's not.
He
is 18.
Yeah, he is 18. We tend to like people who are in high school. Your focus should be your school studies and high school, and we tend to like people who are past that.
Yeah, but what I was also gonna say is like we look for people who we can click with. We're gonna have more in common with someone our own age.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
just the way that it.
True.
I mean, as fun as we sound.
As fun as you sound.
As fun as we sound. I mean. Someone who's 14, I'd probably get along with great. Someone who's 8 years old, I might get along with great. But it's still, there would be so much that we don't have in common.
Exactly.
And interests that we don't have in common that it would probably come up in the voting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
Red Giant 18 Gaming asks, what is your first handheld game?
Tetris.
Pokemon.
On the old gray brick
Game
Boy.
My brother had the old game, the brick one, and I played Pokemon. It was his. I got Pokemon for it.
I then got Kirby, Kirby's Dream Land was the second one. Followed by Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you got a Sega Game Gear. Those big, huge things that sucked batteries.
Lucky.
Yeah, and I had Sonic on that thing.
My cousin had one of those, and I used to play Ninja Gaiden and Sonic all the time on that, and it was just so amazing.
It was, and then it got stolen.
Picture this, everybody. Going back in time with our time machine.
Screens didn't light up then. That was the first one.
The screen didn't light up very well.
But it was color. It was color.
Right.
It was like a little mini TV.
The thing about the Game Boy was that it was a yellowish, kind of greenish screen.
It didn't light up.
Like, if you look up the original Game Boy, you'll see what I mean right away. It looked terrible.
Like, if you wanted it to light up, there was like a light on add-on that you could add to it.
You could actually get a big light bulb that you could attach to this thing. The Game Gear then, like, this was the competition from Sega, had this huge thing that you could hold with both hands, and it was like lit up screen with colors and amazing, and it was just
lightning bolt just hit right there.
Wow.
I know.
Makes the fish
but
apparently.
It would drain the battery in like 30 minutes flat.
Well, both of those came with power adapters you could buy.
Yeah, so I had to basically be chained to the wall if I wanted to play it.
We used to sit at the wall.
But the Game Boy you could play without being chained to the wall.
Right.
That was the nice thing.
Yeah, batteries did still run out though.
Not as fast as the Game Gear.
I remember playing Pokemon Red to the point where the screen was like dying because the batteries were dying, but you could still play it somehow. And like I'd have my nose pressed to the screen and I could barely see the silhouettes of the game. The batteries were dying and I would still be playing it. So,
yeah.
Crazy times.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
What?
Oh, I was gonna scroll down.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm looking for another question. Matthew Anderson asks, are you coming out with more merchandise soon? How was your day? My day was great, and I have not thought of any new merchandise. My Spreadshirt shop is so pathetic. Like I need to just buckle down and make it. But I don't make any profit on my shirts, so I don't have it. I didn't increase.
Have you sold any?
Yeah, I've sold a couple, but I don't make any profit from them because I don't want your money. If you want to wear my stuff, take a picture, tweet it out, show me.
Yeah, and I'd love that too.
I would love it.
I get about one sale a month now. It's not a lot, but it's, someone out there is wearing a Poet shirt. That's pretty cool.
That is the awesomest thing.
Yeah.
Just knowing somebody's out there.
And I want pictures of this. Like when I first released the shop, a few people sent me pictures, and it was like the coolest thing. I actually still have those pictures.
I want pictures.
I want, like, if you buy that stuff, take a picture and
tweet
show
it. Tweet it. We want it.
But am I thinking of new merchandise? Yes, so much, so bad. Even my current shop, I want to completely almost remove everything in there and start fresh. Honestly, I feel almost bad anytime someone buys one of my shirts because I'm like, I wish that I could get better stuff for you in this shop. Is that better than what you got? No. It's unbreaking.
I need to go repair my fish.
You want lure.
Yeah. Okay, so Lucky asks, if you had unlimited money, what would you do with it? I would buy a big house. All my kids would have their own room. I'd have my own office. It would be amazing.
I would recreate the 90s in my room.
I think we just had this conversation.
Yeah.
Let me say. Austin Cisney, Redstone Baseball, asks, if you were in a crashing plane, who would you ask for help first?
Interestingly enough, I feel more confident in myself in a crashing plane situation.
Yeah, I think there'd be so much panic that I would just try to take care of myself.
Like, I often choose when I'm flying alone to sit at the emergency door.
He does. And forces me to sit next to him.
Right. Because I feel like in an emergency, I would be the kind of person who would be able to pull open the door. Honestly, I do.
Am I making a fishing pole right?
Yeah.
Ah. Sweet.
You should combine the two fishing poles the one that you just got.
These two?
Yeah.
I guess I could.
It's got unbreaking on it.
Hopefully it doesn't take more than 17 levels.
You have an Enderman farm at your disposal.
And then I have to go all the way there. Lazy.
You cut a door today.
That Islis asked a question that we just answered already. Ikshudo Games asks, what advice can you give a person starting in YouTube? I think we've both talked about this in YouTube videos before.
What?
What were you listening?
No.
What advice would you give to somebody? Too expensive. I can't do that.
Swap them. See if you can do it the other way around. Yeah. Oh. All right. Worth a shot.
I would give you the advice to, I need to go level. You think?
Swap it again. Like that one there.
I'm looking for my other poll. I lost it.
Oh, no. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Always try both ways.
I would give an advice to somebody starting out YouTube. Don't expect to be famous. Don't do it to be famous. If you're doing it to be famous, stop right now. Do it because it's fun.
That's why we all started.
Mm-hmm. I did not start to be famous. I started it just to have fun making videos. And if you think you're going to get famous, you're going to get very disappointed very fast.
I think that, yeah. And I mean, even the people who... Some people play the game right, and they do all the hashtags and special tags and descriptors and things like that. And special titles to pull people in. And they spam their social media and stuff. And they do a good job of doing that.
But they burn out so fast.
But I think most of the people who have done that, expecting to get loads of views or trying to encourage views, end up fizzling out and going away because I guess they get disappointed that they're not getting what they
feel they should be getting.
Yeah, you don't get back what you put in.
No.
That's the first thing.
No, you've got to be more than willing to just...
No, yeah. You have to do it because it's fun and because it's your hobby, because you like making videos and talking to yourself.
Right?
Not because you want views.
Yeah, no.
Like, even if it's to nobody, you gotta have these videos out there. And I've said that at the very beginning. Even if nobody watched my videos, I would still make them because that's just, I like them for myself even.
It's just fun. If making videos is fun for you and you don't care about anybody watching them, then by all means do YouTube. And don't try to copy somebody, be yourself. That's another thing.
If being yourself in turn does the similar thing as like PewDiePie, then that's fine. Just be yourself doing that.
Yeah. Also, when you started Minecraft, did you ever think you'd be co-founders of a server? No.
No.
I mean, I was a co-founder of a server before too, LOL Nation. I was partial owner of that, and so I've been co-founder, but not a YouTuber server.
If I'm to quote Taylor Swift, never, ever, ever, ever would I ever have started a Minecraft server.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we never planned on, like, starting this server, and then it was like, yeah, we should.
Yeah, exactly. And it was only after Liam really
was like, we should do this.
Twisted our arms.
We should do this, and we're like,
yeah, because I had even told Liam, I remember when we left Red Cube, I said to Liam, no, 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 and no. And then, like, a month or two later, he came back with, like, come on.
Actually, it was only a few weeks later.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
it was
know.
only,
it felt like a long time.
Poet time, it was a month later.
It felt like a long time.
Poet time was a month later. Yeah. Anthony asks, who is Beth? Beth is my oldest daughter. Or Beth asks, what's your favorite cookie? Samoa's.
Favorite cookie?
Yes.
Just a classic Oreo, I think.
I like Samoa's. Let me see here. We're almost done. Happy Pup asks, what gaming brand is your least favorite and why?
Gaming
What's a gaming brand?
Like Blizzard.
Why? I don't hate a brand. I hate types, genres of games. I'm not very good at first-person shooters.
Telltale games.
I love Telltale games! Why?
Because I hated the Jurassic Park.
But you've never played any of the other games. They got better.
I don't know. I've seen some footage on YouTube, and they just seem...
The storytelling games is like the new fad.
I can read a book.
But you don't.
I could, though.
But it's like
if I wanted to play a book, then I would, but I don't want to. Just like I don't want to read a book. Keep me away from telling tales. Don't want them.
Will you ever do one of those karaoke live streams again? That was their favorite live stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I really liked it, but unfortunately that karaoke site that we were using is not available in our country anymore.
I think it's available. It's just...
Nope.
Really?
Really.
That's why they canceled my subscription?
That's right, yep. Because I went back there. Yeah, they did. I had canceled mine before then, but I
Oh.
can't even log in anymore.
Oh.
I go back there and it says that it's not available in your country.
Probably copyright stuff.
More than likely.
Because
Something
America's
like that.
really strict, especially when it comes to that stuff.
Even when it comes to like parodies or karaoke versions. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were making profit on it, so yeah.
Posting schedule is kind of random right now. And Neon Narwhal asked, do you drink Faygo? And if you do, what's your favorite flavor? Mine is...
Never had it.
Never had Faygo?
They
You're
don't have it
in
in
Michigan.
Canada.
We got to get you some Faygo then tomorrow.
I saw it at the store.
We are getting you Faygo tomorrow.
Because I had this, I don't know where it came up before, but it came up before. Where someone said, what do you mean you've never had Faygo? And I said, I've never had Faygo. And I saw it when we were at the supermarket. We went to the supermarket.
Yeah, because it's Michigan. We have Faygo
and
everywhere.
I saw it, and it was just kind of like, I remembered this conversation. It's
I
funny
wasn't
that
aware
they
that you've never had Faygo.
It's funny that they actually mention it, because I was thinking about this just
We're going grocery shopping tomorrow. I will get you some Faygo, and you will have some, and then you will have an opinion.
Is it any good?
Yes, it's amazing. Like the cream soda is my favorite.
Okay.
Faygo cream
Is
soda.
it like Orange Crush stuff?
No, it's different flavors. There's tons of
Okay.
flavors.
Yeah. You can get cream soda crush.
Red Pop is the classic one.
Red.
Red Pop, you will burp red.
What?
Trust me. I'll have to get you Red Pop. You have to experience this.
Okay. This is something that I found though, is like going to a grocery store in America, there's a lot that's similar, but then there's a lot that's really different.
Like the cereal.
The cereal was something that shocked me. I have to admit. I don't know if cereal.
No,
I
but
almost
I
feel
think
like that could be an entire
that should be a
episode of
mindless mining. We should talk about that the next
The
time.
differences of supermarkets.
Yeah.
I mean, it is different.
It
That's
is
all that I'll
different.
say. So yeah, no, I've never had Faygo because we don't have it in Canada.
I think this is the longest Q&A Friday ever.
Yeah.
But definitely leave us some more questions down below. Poet will still be here next Q&A Friday.
That's true.
He will still be here. So, and we will answer these questions next week, and I will see you guys then.
Woohoo!
Bye.